there, ladies and gentlemen, Joe with Coffee and Adventure here, and today we're going to be looking at the newest live streaming game platform, Amazon Luna. Now, this got started several years ago with other things. Earlier this year we had Google Stadia, and Microsoft has entered it with xCloud, and of course Sony's had their own offering as well. But now Amazon, the company that owns Twitch, the premier streaming platform in general, is putting forth a games offering known as Luna, and we got early access, and so we're going to look at that today, kind of see how that compares to the others that we've tried. I've played several games on the Stadia and kind of see how Luna holds up right now. And it's currently for Luna Plus. Now they're giving you 1 week free if you get into their early beta. Beyond that, it's $6 a month to get their Luna Plus games package. And so we'll kind of go into what that is. And yeah, so let's check that out. Alright, so this is the Luna application. I have downloaded it onto my PC. They have it available for PC, Macintosh. They also have it available for iPhone and iPad, so you can stream to those. And today I will be using my Xbox controller. Now they sell a Luna controller for about $60 that's supposed to be cloud enabled. I don't know what that's going to buy you, but I will say, based on first experiences with this so far, I'm pretty impressed. I'm playing on my computer, which is hardlined in, and I've got about 200 megabits down on this computer. But so far, it's been really smooth using both the controller and mouse and keyboard. It'll allow you to do both. So, to jump right into it, let's start off with, let's see, we'll start out with Redout, which is a high-speed racing game like Wipeout, and this one actually really surprised me. So, from start to end, like, I literally just clicked go. It is connecting to the servers, and then we'll jump into some gameplay very quickly. See, it says mouse captured, so the application has captured the mouse, but I'm going to be using the controller, and we'll do a couple of laps on a race real quick, and then we'll shift to another game. We'll show off 2 or 3 games here, kind of let you see how everything behaves, how responsive it is, and let you draw conclusions for yourself if this is something you might want to entertain the option for. So let's jump into a race real quick. Now, there are still load times with this. That's one thing about cloud computing that I think was a common misconception when I first started looking into this sort of stuff. This is still running on a computer somewhere, right? So, okay, here we go. We'll do 1 lap on this, and I'm really kind of surprised at how fluid it is. I have no input lag at all. Everything is running great. I'm just not a very good racer, but it looks really smooth. You know, we may be getting some lower resolution. I'm not sure. It's supposed to be streaming at 1080, I believe. They don't have 4K streaming capable right out of the gate. They said that's coming down the line. But this is, I mean, it feels like I'm playing on an Xbox. Oh, I pointed my nose the wrong direction. Let's see if I can catch up with first place. Oh no, I don't want to get passed up right there. Oh, I just got blitzed. Alright, and there you go. So that's a little bit of Redout, which is a high-speed racing game, requires a lot of fast input, twitch movement, and that's kind of something that, you know, if we were going to have problems with a streaming platform, I would expect it to be on racing games or first-person shooters. And here's the current offerings that they've got straight out of the gate. They've got quite a few games that you can just pick up and play. Ukulele, they've got a couple of RPGs in here, Trails of Cold Steel 3, Ease 8, Lacrimosa of Dana, They've got a couple of Souls-like games with Surge and Surge 2. A couple of classic platformers, Sonic Mania, that sort of thing. They've got Contra, they've got Tennis and Abzu. But getting into what I was saying, something else that's going to be Twitch-based. You know, we're going to need fast movement. I'm going to move over to Hard Reset Redux, and I'm going to play this one with a mouse and keyboard, so you can kind of see a little bit of how smooth this is going to be. All right, so I'm in here with a mouse and keyboard. Oh. All right, so I'll resume the game I was playing earlier. Like I said, we're still going to have to deal with load times. There's no getting around that, I don't think. I'm sure this is running on a virtual machine somewhere. Okay. So, mouse and keyboard looking around. It does look like it was down-resed for a little bit there for a minute while it was first kicking up. Using a mouse to kind of look around. It feels mildly floaty, but really not bad at all. Alright, I guess that's not a bad guy, so let's see if we can find a bad guy real quick. And this is perfectly playable. Oh, guess we're not going to go that way. Okay. So, Q to change weapons. Alright, I guess we can blow him up. But it's up, down, right, left. Everything feels relatively good. I wonder if we can actually change the... What if... Okay, so you can't change the resolution in here. I wonder then if we can change the sensitivity. Let's knock that up to 1.5 just to see how it feels. Okay, yeah, that feels much better. And looks smooth still, no problems. The point is, it's actually fairly smooth. I'm really surprised with how smooth it is. I wasn't expecting that out. I wasn't expecting it to be so smooth. Oh, here we go. Maybe we'll have something under here we can find. Uh-oh. I think I hear something. Oh, we got baddies. Okay. Ah? Now, will this ever be smooth enough for Call of Duty? I dare say maybe. Yeah, so there you have first-person shooter. First-person shooter works great. They've got Ukulele, Luminous, Metro Exodus. That's a big one. That's one that touted ray tracing capabilities. And I've not pulled it up to see how ray tracing works yet. But Control is in the library as well. Let's see what's in the total library here. Tennis, if you're into sports. Blasphemous is kind of a 2D Dark Souls style game. Bloodstained, if you like Castlevania type stuff. Grid is another good racing game. One I'm actually excited to play that I haven't played yet is River City Girls. So let's fire this up and see. This is kind of a beat 'em up, kind of a different take on everything else. There are JRPGs in this library. There are strategy games in this. So they've got a decent variety out of the gate. They don't have everything here, but Ubisoft is going to be bringing their own offerings in, I think, around the middle of November. All right, that's a little loud, Ark. So actually, I think they're bringing that offering in around... All right, let me turn this volume. Oh, I've got it turned down for you guys. Okay. Let's just get into it. One player. Go away. They're actually offering the Ubisoft offerings about the same time that the PS5 and the Xbox One X, Xbox Series X are launching. Okay, so I'm using the controller. Everything feels good so far. X to beat up. Oh, so you just beat each other up at the school? Oh, and the principal seems to Be cool with that. All right, I'm getting worked. Grab them with X and Y. And there's no hiccuping. I don't have any input lag on anything. It all feels like I was playing on a console that's plugged right into the monitor here. Recruits. Sometimes the last enemy will beg for their life. And you can recruit them. Cool. Alright, so that's kind of what I wanted to show off. Just get a little bit of a feel for everything that's going on right now. See, you know, is it smooth? Is it responsive? Do they have a good offering of games? And while it's not, you know, a full-blown console offering like you would get out of an Xbox or PlayStation 5 or a Switch, I gotta say, for $6 a month, there's a lot here. Now, are you gonna get as much as you would get maybe with the Xbox Game Pass? That's a good question. Game Pass is a really good deal, but if you're looking at things other than Game Pass, you're not interested in Game Pass, or you're not interested in Xbox offerings, there's going to be some other stuff that you can potentially go with, and $6 a month isn't going to break the bank. Like back in the day when I was a kid, if you rent a game for 2 or 3 days, there's your $6 right there, and you're going to get way more than one game and a lot of options. So thank you all so much for joining me today for this first look at Amazon Luna and some of what they offer. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it smooth? So far, it seems to be a pretty smooth streaming service with no real input lag or hiccups that I've experienced yet. Now, that's going to also depend on your internet connection. If you live in an area that doesn't have real great internet, I think you should probably rethink this, because I think they recommend 35 megabits a second down at least, and that's something to consider. $6 a month is also, if you're not really interested in a subscription model, that could be an issue. But I think, based on what I've seen here, Luna is not just viable. I think it's so far better than Stadia. So the two big boys, Google and Amazon, out there swinging it out, I think Amazon might have it curved so far. Like, Amazon's ahead of the game from what I've experienced playing Stadia when it first launched a few months ago. So if you liked what we did today, I would appreciate it if you hit subscribe. Go check us out on Twitch. We stream Thursdays and Saturdays when we can. Twitch.tv/Coffee and Adventure. And we're going to keep trying to put out content here weekly or bi-weekly. So with that said, I hope you all have a great day. God bless. Happy adventures.